Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They go play action with Griffin. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Now McManus will line up for the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by McManus is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
They're trailing here in the first half still, but maybe, Charles, that'll help them get some momentum back. First, the forced fumble, and then they're able to get a field goal out of it.
And down in the game, they came out and created their own opportunity on one side of the ball and did get points out of it, as you mentioned. Complimentary football right there as they try and bring this one back to even.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now Griffin on first down. And that is incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is RG3.
Throw right side, pulled in by Mayer.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. On the return, it's Tony.
A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. After 1, 7-3 the score. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Griffin. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
They'll throw on 1st down with Griffin. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Tony on the quick slant.
And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They're going on 4th down. It's Griffin.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Michael Mayer.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Griffin will try and throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On first down, Griffin.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Here's Griffin.
Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Here's Griffin. And that is incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and the defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
They'll try and throw for it with Griffin.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. On 2nd down, here's Griffin. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now Griffin. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
From the gun, it's Griffin. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing now, Griffin on 1st down. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, 26 yards. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Griffin. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Man, that is deflating going into the break. You're in a position with a chance to tie the game, but this kick is off the mark, and they're going to remain 3 points down heading into the break.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Griffin.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now it's Griffin.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down. A run right side, it's Bettis. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Griffin. That is caught. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now a give up the middle to Bettis. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Again, they'll run with Bettis. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jerome Bettis with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. They're going to keep it on the ground. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Griffin to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Griffin's throw complete to Freiermuth. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 36.
Now Griffin on 1st down.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll try it up the gut with Gore. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cowboys' 11-yard line.
On 2nd down, Griffin. A dump off here for Gore. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Wan'Dale Robinson from 6 yards away. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
They're going on 4th down. It's Griffin.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Bettis. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Bettis. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
83 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll throw on first down with Griffin. To the right side, here's Mayer. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, and a tight one-point game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. A run. This is Bettis. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Bettis will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Now RG3. Touchdown, Cowboys. DeAndre Hopkins from 4 yards out.
And the Cowboys are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
Butker now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Cowboys 27, Jaguars 19. Michael Dixon is set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Here's 1st and 10. Griffin.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses will focus so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Now Griffin.
Flush to his right.
Pass complete to Robinson.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Here's Griffin. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Down the right sideline.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And this is caught.
Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing